Hello all of you. In today's class, we will solve few of the practical questions of activity ratios, and today we'll start with question number 72. So first of all, I am reading the question. Question is revenue from operation, that is sales, it is 4 lakhs. Gross profit, it is given as 1 lakh. So by using this revenue from operation and GP, we'll be able to calculate what? That is cost of revenue from operation. Because what is our formula? Cost of revenue from operation is equal to revenue from operation minus GP. So that this will be using in the formula. Then closing inventory, it is given as 1,20,000, and excess of closing inventory over opening inventory. That means the closing inventory, it is more than 40,000 than opening inventory. The closing inventory, opening inventory say 40,000 excess है. And you are supposed to calculate inventory turnover ratio. So by using the formula, cost of revenue from operation is equal to revenue from operation minus GP, we will calculate the value of cost of goods sold or cost of revenue from operation. So 4 lakh is the value of sales or revenue from operation, and 1 lakh is the value of GP. So the difference between sales and GP, it is coming as 3 lakhs. So we are getting cost of revenue from operation or cost of goods sold as 3 lakhs. Now for the calculation of opening inventory, we will assume that let opening inventory is equal to X. Now since closing inventory, it is more than 40,000. So we'll write that closing inventory, it is X plus 40,000. क्योंकि क्या लिखा हुआ क्वेश्चन में, क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री जो है ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री से 40,000 एक्सेस है. So that's why we are writing opening inventory X, closing inventory is equal to X plus 40,000. Now in the question already value of closing inventory is given as 1,20,000. So we will replace the value of closing inventory by writing 1,20,000. So we will be getting the value of opening inventory as 80,000. Now we are having the value of both the opening inventory and closing inventory. So with the help of this, we will be able to calculate average inventory. So 80,000 plus 1,20,000 divided by 2. So average inventory, it will be coming as 2 lakhs divided by 2. So the value of average inventory, it is 1 lakh. Now both the figures we are having, cost of goods sold, that is cost of revenue from operation, as well as average inventory. So cost of revenue from operation, it is 3 lakhs. Average inventory, it is 1 lakh. So you'll put in the formula, you will be getting inventory turnover ratio as 3 times. So question number 73, it is like this only. So you try to solve at home. Now next question you see, question number 74. Page number 4.106, question number 74. So question is like this. Rupees 2 lakh is the cost of revenue from operation. So cost of revenue from operation or cost of goods sold, it is 2 lakhs during the year. If inventory turnover ratio is 8 times. So inventory turnover ratio is given as 8 times. Calculate inventory at the end of the year if inventories at the end of the year is 1.5 times that of in the beginning. So first of all, information of COGS is given as 2 lakhs. ITR ratio, it is given as 8 times, and what is given that inventory at the end is 1.5 times that of in the beginning. कि जो क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री है वो ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री का 1.5 टाइम्स है. दैट मीन्स अगर ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री x है तो जो क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री हो जाएगा 1.5x. ओके, सो नाउ वी स्टार्ट द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल राइट द इक्वेशन, that is inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. because we are having the figure of inventory turnover ratio, we are having the figure of COGS or cost of revenue from operation. So if we'll put in the formula, we are getting the value of average inventory as 25,000. Average inventory is 25,000. Now question what is given? Closing inventory is 1.5 times of the opening. So we'll assume that let opening inventory is equal to X. So if opening inventory is equal to X, then closing inventory will be 1.5X. Now same we will put in the formula. So it means average inventory is equal to opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. And the figure of average inventory already we have calculated, that is 25,000. So 25,000 is equal to opening inventory is X and closing inventory is 1.5X divided by 2. So if we'll cross multiply, we are getting 2.5x is equal to 50,000. So value of opening inventory we are getting as 20,000. So if opening inventory is 20,000 and closing inventory is 1.5 times, so we'll multiply 20,000 with 1.5. So the value of closing inventory we are getting is 30,000. So in this way, the value of opening inventory is 20,000 and the value of closing inventory it is 30,000. Now next you see question number 77. This is the solution of question number 77. So first of all, let me read the question, then we will understand the solution. So in the question, from the following figures extracted from Shivalika Mills Limited, inventory in the beginning of the year is 60,000. Inventory at the end is 1 lakh. So opening inventory is 60,000 and closing inventory is 1 lakh. So easily we'll be able to calculate the average inventory. Then inventory turnover ratio is, it is given as 8 times. And selling price 25% above cost is given, that you have to keep in mind. The selling price that is 25% above cost. So you are supposed to calculate gross profit and revenue from operation you have to calculate. So selling price 25% above cost, that means simply if you calculate it is a GP, you will be getting the gross profit. Okay. So now figures given are opening inventory 60,000, closing inventory 1 lakh, ITR ratio is given as 8 times and selling price is 25% above cost. That means simply GP on cost is given as 25%. So first of all you will calculate average inventory because both are given, opening inventory and closing inventory. So opening inventory it is 60,000, closing inventory it is 1 lakh divided by 2. So 1 lakh 60,000 divided by 2, average inventory is 80,000. Now ITR ratio is also given. Now we are having the figure of ITR ratio. We are having the figure of average inventory. So with the help of this easily we'll be able to calculate cost of revenue from operation or cost of goods sold. So ITR ratio it is 8. Cost of goods sold divided by average inventory is 80,000 because here cost of goods sold is an unknown figure. So if you cross multiply it, we are getting cost of goods sold or cost of revenue from operation as 6 lakhs and 40,000. Now question what is given? Selling price 25% above cost. ये जो selling price है cost से 25% ज़्यादा है, तो कॉस्ट से जो भी ज़्यादा रहता है वो एक्चुअली जीपी है. एनीथिंग विच इज़ above the cost, it is actually the GP. Okay, so that means they have given the information of gross profit on cost. Cost के ऊपर gross profit का percentage दिया हुआ है. And in this question we are knowing what is the cost of goods sold. It is 6,40,000. So if we'll calculate the gross profit on cost, so 25% on cost, So 6,40,000 into 25 upon 100, we are getting as 1,60,000. The value of gross profit is 1,60,000. Now simply we'll be able to calculate sales also, because cost we are knowing, profit we are knowing. So sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus gross profit. So cost of goods sold is 6,40,000. Gross profit is 1,60,000. So sales will be equal to 8 lakhs. Now next you see question number 78. So in short, solution is available. So I'm reading the question first of all. You also go through the question. What is given? From the following information, calculate inventory turnover ratio. Now what are the information given? Credit revenue from operation, it is given as 3 lakhs. Cash revenue from operation, it is given as 1 lakhs. That means the total revenue means credit sales दिया हुआ है, cash sales दिया हुआ है. But we don't need in this question cash sales or credit sales. What we need total sales. So that means simply total sale is 4 lakh. Cash sales plus credit sales, total sales is equal to 4 lakhs. Then gross profit 25% of cost. Again GP, it is not given on sales, it is given on cost. Cost के ऊपर दिया हुआ है. Okay. And one thing you always keep in mind कि GP 25% on cost, it is always equal to 20% on sales. कि आप अगर 25% कॉस्ट के ऊपर निकालो और 20% सेल्स के ऊपर निकालो, हमेशा वैल्यू सेम आएगा. Okay, so you can cost check in this way in the examination also. So gross profit is given as 25% of cost. Then closing inventory was 3 times the opening inventory. Closing inventory जो 3 times है opening inventory का. And opening inventory was 10% of cost of revenue from operation. और opening inventory जो है cost of revenue from operation उसका कितना percentage है? 10% है. Okay. So what you will do here? You first of all you calculate the value of opening inventory. So how you will calculate the value of opening inventory? By using opening inventory was 10% of the cost of revenue from operation.